ever pondered the power that lies in the simple word no? This two-letter word holds a tremendous amount of influence that we often overlook. Saying no is not just a rejection or a means to express disagreement. It's an art, a skill, a way of setting boundaries and a method of prioritizing tasks. It's a tool that can help maintain productivity and personal well-being. Yet society often drenches the idea of saying no in a negative light. We're taught from a young age to agree, to nod along and to say yes. But the reality can be quite different. Saying no isn't always a bad thing. It's not always rude or unkind. Sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes it's the best answer we can give. In fact, some of the most successful people have mastered the art of saying no. Take Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors of all time, for example. Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha, is renowned for his uncanny ability to choose winning investments. But what sets him apart is not just his knack for picking out the golden eggs from the vast financial market. It's his philosophy, a simple yet profound approach to decision-making that revolves around the word no. Buffett once said, "The difference between successful people and very successful people is that very successful people say no to almost everything." Now, this might seem counterintuitive, especially in a world that encourages us to seize every opportunity that comes our way. But let's delve a little deeper into Buffett's philosophy. You see, Buffett understands the value of time, focus, and energy. He knows that these are finite resources, and to make the most of them, he needs to be selective. He needs to say no to the good so he can say yes to the great. So how does Buffett apply this no philosophy to his work? Well, Buffett is known for his deep analysis of companies before he invests. He doesn't chase every shiny new stock that appears on the market. Instead, he says no to most of them. He focuses on the ones that align with his investment strategy, the ones he believes have long-term potential. This philosophy extends beyond his investment strategies. Buffett is also known for his frugality, his avoidance of unnecessary extravagance. He could afford any luxury in the world, but he often chooses to say no, focusing instead on what truly matters to him. In essence, Buffett's no philosophy is about prioritization. It's about understanding that not all opportunities are worth pursuing. It's about recognizing that saying yes to everything is not a pathway to success, but a road to burnout and distraction. For Buffett, saying no is not about being negative, but about focusing on what really matters. Similarly, Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple Inc., was a strong proponent of saying no. Jobs was a visionary who saw the world differently, and his unique perspective was the driving force behind his success. But what few people realize is that a crucial part of his strategy was knowing when to say no. Jobs believed in the power of focus. He understood that to make something truly great, you can't spread yourself thin. You can't chase every opportunity that comes your way. He once said, "People think focus means saying yes to the thing you've got to focus on, but that's not what it means at all. It means saying no to the 100 other good ideas that there are." This philosophy of saying no became a guiding principle for Jobs. He was known for being incredibly selective about what Apple would work on. He believed that by saying no to many things, he was able to concentrate on a few select ideas that truly mattered. Jobs' famous quote, "Innovation is saying no to 1,000 things," encapsulates this philosophy perfectly. He was not interested in doing everything. He was interested in doing a few things, but doing them exceptionally well. This approach allowed him to maintain a laser focus on what he believed would make Apple truly innovative and unique. This philosophy was not just about saying no, it was also about knowing what to say yes to. Jobs knew that to create something truly innovative, he needed to be able to sift through the noise and identify the truly groundbreaking ideas, and the results speak for themselves. Apple's success is a testament to this philosophy. The company has consistently created products that have revolutionized industries and set new standards for technology, and this was all possible because Jobs was not afraid to say no. For Jobs, saying no was a tool to maintain focus and drive innovation. It was his way of ensuring that Apple remained at the forefront of technology and innovation, always pushing the boundaries of what was possible. It was his way of making sure that Apple was always one step ahead of the competition. But why does saying no lead to success? Let's delve into the reasons. Imagine you're at a buffet. There's a vast array of dishes, but you only have one plate. Would you pile everything onto your plate, or would you select the dishes that you really want to enjoy? The same concept applies to life and success. Saying no helps us choose what we really want and need, and it helps us set boundaries. Setting boundaries is crucial for success. By saying no, we establish a clear line between what we can and cannot do, and what we will and won't accept. This not only helps us maintain our integrity and self-respect, but it also allows us to manage our responsibilities effectively. Maintaining focus is another key component of success. In a world filled with distractions, saying no is the tool we need to stay on track. It allows us to keep our attention on our goals and avoid getting sidetracked by irrelevant tasks or demands. And let's not forget about the importance of time management. Time is the most valuable resource we have, and once spent, it can never be regained. By saying no to things that aren't aligned with our goals, we can spend our time more wisely and productively. Saying no also helps us avoid burnout and stress. When we overcommit ourselves, we stretch our resources thin and risk burning out. However, by saying no, we can ensure that we have enough energy and time for the things that truly matter to us. But it's not just about avoiding negative outcomes. Saying no can also lead to positive results. It can boost our self-confidence as it signals to ourselves and others that we value our time and priorities. It can also lead to greater respect from others as they see that we have clear boundaries and standards. In essence, saying no is about valuing your time, energy, and priorities. It's about choosing quality over quantity. And it's about recognizing that we can't do everything, and that's perfectly okay. So the next time you're faced with a decision, remember the power of no and how it can lead you to success. So how can you master the art of saying no? The first step is to be assertive. Understand that your time, energy, and resources are valuable. You have the right to protect them. When you say no, you're not rejecting the person, you're merely declining a request. It's not a personal attack, it's a boundary. Being assertive also means being clear. Avoid vague language or beating around the bush. Maybe later, I'll think about it, or let's see often lead to misunderstandings. They give the impression that you might say yes in the future, which might not be the case. Instead, use clear, straightforward language like I can't commit to this or I must decline. Next, be respectful. You can say no without being confrontational or aggressive. A simple, I appreciate your offer, but I can't accept shows respect for the other person's request, while also asserting your decision. Remember, it's about declining a request, not devaluing a person. Now here's the tricky part. Dealing with the guilt. We often feel guilty for saying no because we're conditioned to please others. But remember, every time you say yes to something you don't want to do, you're saying no to something you value. So practice saying no. Start with small things. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. Finally, remember that saying no is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. It shows that you know your worth and you're not afraid to protect it. So don't be afraid to say no, embrace it, own it. In conclusion, saying no is a skill, and like any other skill, it requires practice. So start today, start now. Say no to things that don't serve you. Say no to things that drain you. Say no to things that don't align with your goals or values. Remember, saying no is not about being rude or negative. It's about respecting and valuing yourself. In conclusion, we've embarked on a journey exploring the transformative power of a simple word, no. We've seen how business tycoons like Warren Buffett and Steve Jobs harnessed this power, using no as a tool to streamline their focus, prioritize their efforts, and ultimately to cultivate their success. The no philosophy is not about being negative or dismissive, but about understanding your values, recognizing your limits, and making strategic choices. It's about saying no to distractions so you can say yes to opportunities that truly matter. Now it's your turn. Start implementing this power of no in your daily life. Practice discernment in your decisions. Learn to prioritize your time, energy, and resources. Remember, every no you say today can open the door to a more meaningful yes tomorrow. So next time you're faced with a decision, remember the power of saying no. It might just be the key to your success.